Thank you, Reverend Booth, and good evening. Mr. Howell, Mr. Norris, members of the Board of Education, faculty, friends and relatives of the graduating class of 1989, and members of the class of 1989. It gives me, Tony Howell, great pleasure and honor to speak at my commencement ceremony. The honor students' addresses will engulf the themes of the past, the present, and the future, mine being the past. My address didn't take long to write because many of my fellow classmates asked me if I would give the same speech that I had written for a February assignment for Mrs. Ellicott. So I'm going to oblige my fellow classmates and myself with that speech, entitled, Remember the Most Important Thing. One half of the sand in our senior hourglass has fallen, while the other half rapidly slides through our ever-clenching fists. However, one process can immortalize the events and people encountered during our senior year. Remembering. Never letting go of those precious moments can enhance the appreciation of future events. The lives created here at Crestview represent America's foundation of tomorrow, replacing those aging blocks of yesteryear. Remember all the special times that we as seniors encountered. The senior class trips brought classmates together who were never truly friends. Never forget those pervasive emotions in that Amtrak passenger car on the way back to rural convoy. Such memories should never escape because they represent the essence of our senior year. Appreciate the athletic events and the extracurricular activities because they were some of the few moments that we had left to share. Prom was the last night for those couples to share an evening of dance and romance. Cherish that music and love during those ever-escaping moments. Be forgotten because that diploma symbolizes 13 years of hard work and effort, the zenith of our high school careers. Even though the process of learning became easier to some, the efforts of all should be remembered. Treasure and cherish the moments and hugs with your fellow classmates, please. The term last epitomizes our senior year because we can no longer say, oh, there's always next year. Treasure that last homecoming, the last basketball game, the last baseball or softball game, and that very last fun day. Inscribe into your memory those feelings and emotions encountered during the last day of high school. But wasn't it just yesterday that we were freshmen, dreaming of high school's end? I urge you to compare that feeling with what you're experiencing right now. School's almost over. The long years of high school are over. Remember how quickly this year passed, because it's illustrated by the hourglass. It's over before you realize it. However, the most important thing to remember has yet to be mentioned. The key and vitalistic force behind the graduating class of 1989. Us. Remember who we were. Freshmen who seemed to have chips on their shoulders. Sophomores who would admit inferiority to no one. And juniors who were told that they were one of the most intelligent classes in 25 years. And remember who we are. Seniors, dominating in spirit, determined in attitude, and dreaming of tomorrow. We represent the pride at Crestview. Don't ever tarnish that, but polish it with hard work and effort after high school. Carve deep into your mind a picture of the person sitting right beside you. Because 4 months from now, that's all you'll have, memories. Even though friendships and love may disappear, memories they can last forever. The time has come for all seniors to recall and remember the beautiful moments and hugs encountered with their fellow classmates during those elusive 13 years. The hourglass of life can be turned over now because the rest of our lives begin once we walk out of the doors at Crestview High School. Even though this speech seemed premature in February, I think you'll agree it takes on new connotations and seems more appropriate now. Before I end my address, I wish to thank 3 people people. The first person enabled me to relive my elementary school days, and for 1 hour became my partner in a journey through the past. She'll never know how much I enjoyed reminiscing last night, and I thank her. I also wish to thank 2 people who have greatly impacted my life, my mom and dad. Mom and Dad, without your love and guidance for 18 years, neither Todd nor I would be here speaking tonight. When I become a parent, if I inherit just 1/2 of your parenting abilities, I'll consider myself very lucky. Even though I don't say it as often as I should, I love you, Mom and Dad. And on behalf of the graduating class of 1989, I would like to say, remember us.